Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we grow up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddy. Freddy, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddy. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddy S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome. Yes, it's the birthday day, unfortunately.
Dress like Freddy Day.
I walked in here, I thought I entered the Twilight Zone. It looks like I see myself in the mirror. Even Jay Harmon is dressed like me. How freaking scary is that?
Dressed like Freddy Day. We even have fedoras and hats for anyone that wants to come by and participate in the Dress Like Freddy Day. We can all partake in the fun.
I don't know what's wrong with you people.
You know, we all got our keys on our pants, our earbuds in. We're good to go.
Okay, starting tomorrow, I'm changing everything up. There won't be no keys in the pants.
No earbuds all day long?
Well, that I have to do. Not because I want to, because I want to make sure everything sounds good.
I guess I should maybe listen and see if they actually work. I don't know.
Do you have it on?
No.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
Josh is in the house.
That's 2 days in a row he's here.
Today's your birthday.
Am I like in a coma? Am I sleeping?
This
must be like a sleeping deal here for me.
I told you. If anyone wants to call into the show, I don't know if our phone lines are open, but you can always call my cell, or you can try the number.
Phone lines are working. Why would you say
888-994-4995.
Definitely our telegraph lines are open.
Studio B.
Yo, you know how to answer the phone?
No, I don't. Josh is here.
Yes. Is it it would be one of the call boxes?
No, that's VMix. So, Gio, if you call in, we'll get that also.
We'll get it.
888-994-4995. Studio B. Wish Freddy a happy birthday. I almost got you a candle that said 6. Shopping for you is like shopping for a 6-year-old. I got you dinosaur napkins, Wild Thing napkins, anything that I thought Rowan and Joey would like. I'm like, all in.
You know, I want to thank you for all of the wonderful, warm words. You're so warm. Shopping for you is like shopping for a 6-year-old. Boy, I'm going to tell you something.
Payback?
Come Monday, we are going to, what I want to do is,
you got the jorts and the vest on, too.
Look, you got the jorts and the vest, too.
Jort twin.
You know, I thought we were friends.
I didn't have New Balances, so I just got white.
I thought we were friends. You didn't even tell me what was coming.
Look, my sneakers look just like yours.
Josh, I got a question for you.
Oh, I don't have black trainers. I wish I did.
Who else here is into sports?
What kind of sports?
Jay Harmon, you're into basketball.
I like basketball.
Do you?
I like surfing.
Do you guys know the ABA?
No.
ABA, yes?
I think so.
Dr. J, you
Yeah.
know the ABA? Dr. Julius Irving, Dr. J, you know him? He came out of the ABA. Indiana came out of the ABA. They were the competition to the NBA back in the 70s. Well, the ABA is still around. So we were approached yesterday to buy into the Boca Rebels ABA basketball team.
What?
I didn't even know Boca Rebels had a basketball
team. They don't. We're making it up.
That's great.
So I took it. So we are going to be playing games at FAU and at Lynn. I got to negotiate that deal.
Are there players?
Yes. Oh. They have high schoolers and young college kids that are playing. mostly college. And the object of the game here, the reason they even approached us, is attributed to you guys, because they see all the noise that we're making on the internet and on radio. They want to put the games on radio, and carry it with the video on social media.
That's a great idea.
I thought I was dreaming when I drove home. It was almost like walking into this place.
That's
last
groovy.
night. That would be tremendous, and you can handle in front of the mic. You can be in front of the mic because they like the aspect, and you could be a play-by-play guy. Can you imagine you on a microphone announcing the basketball
Sports
game?
Bird Talk again.
Sportscaster.
Bird Talk revisited.
And maybe we bring back military, because he's into sports. I mean, they ran through all the tapes that we did before they called us, and they're talking to me about when you did the Bird Talk, when we had the game on there, all of this stuff. The cafe's been out forever. What?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just like, I wish this was straight. Like,
It's crooked because you're
It's so-
crooked. Just get crooked. Now it's straight. We had a guy who used to hang paintings like that. Look, it's straight.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
by the way, how'd you like that Vlad came in yesterday?
Do you remember Vlad?
Yeah.
He came in yesterday.
Yeah. I forgot his name though until Don came in. I was like,
He was one of the OGs, and I got to tell you, he's probably one of the guys that came the farthest from when he started
Amadeus.
to yesterday.
I used to call him Amadeus.
He came in as a photographer. He popped in and out, side jobs, working with us. But what a change of personality. He's grown up. He's 30 now. It's amazing to see him grow. I looked at it. I'm like, that's a grown man there. I had to think who it was.
It's true. He's
Because
come a
he's
long way.
changed a lot, right?
He was a scary dude when he came in here. Scary.
This was an intern?
Yeah.
Mm.
From Palm State?
Palm Beach State?
I don't even know if he was in school when he came to us. He was probably out of school if he was like 25, but he came to us through another one of our producers.
He'll be here today. Wants to cut cake.
And he said this place was the home he never knew he could feel safe in. What we do for students, he said, is like none other. He never had a safe home to call home and to come and be creative and be accepted for who he is. So he said this place just speaks magic and what it's done for him, which was wow.
He says you can never stop. You can never close this place. This is a home for people who lose their way. And he says, and if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here today. And it was touching in the back.
Wow.
He
He's
did
come
it.
a long way. I'm
He
really,
is.
really proud of him.
I remember
Incredible.
Him and G-Man were actually
He was so slick.
bouncers. Him and G-Man bouncers at the
Oh, at
JP.
JC, right?
At JC
Her first
Dreesen's
concert?
concert that you produced. Remember that I put the cuffs on them and the thing? And they were buffed up and oiled, and they would help JC on and off the stage.
That's funny.
That was so fun.
Oh my gosh, hilarious. That was really nice to see. Laura brought you a birthday gift.
I saw that. Thank you,
You
Laura.
got some hats. You got a lot of good stuff happening here.
You know, how do you feel? Like 1 year older,
I feel ancient,
ancient.
pretty much.
Why?
Remember, it's not how old you are; it's how old you feel.
Yeah, how do you feel? Do you still feel 6?
I'm always going to be 12. Always. But you know something? Getting out of bed when you're this age is a little bit harder than it was yesterday. It's funny. I've only been around the sun 63 times. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's like a speck. So I woke up.
Like Russell.
Well, Russell's 90 times, 91 times. So I get up and Linda was doing something. I got up and there's these banners all over the apartment. I almost strung my neck. I was like, what the hell? Because it was dark. I couldn't see. I got up and there's like banners all over the place and she's laughing. Her and the cat. There's something wrong with my cat. I gotta tell you.
Because that can be strung up in the banners by the time
No,
you get home today.
No, like he knows. He's like singing and sitting in my seat. Get
Aw.
out of here.
That's really sweet.
Cat knows it's your birthday.
That's so nice. So what are you going to do for your birthday? We've got some things here planned a little bit anyway. Nothing major,
I
just
didn't
our
wanna do
family kind of
nothing.
birthday
I can't.
party.
What the hell does Jay Harmon do here?
To wish you a happy birthday. Everyone got the memo. Dress like Freddy
Don't
Day.
you gotta teach?
Just like Freddy Day.
I'm gonna tell you something. The last 3 weeks, there's been non-stop people coming in the studio, including yesterday.
Yes.
If they come in dressed like me, you and me gonna have some words.
They may or may not become dressed like
I'ma
you
tell you
today.
something.
It may or may not
I'm
have
telling-
been a thing that went around to the community.
You out of your mind.
We're gonna have like 70 Freddys here.
We may have 70 Freddys.
I would
Isn't
leave.
that like a movie or something? Wasn't it?
Multiplicity.
Where's Waldo? But it's just finding the real.
Find the real Freddy.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
It's the one with Michael Keaton where he jokes about being cloned, but all the clones are like total idiots.
Well, that would be me.
Well, there-
But thank you for playing.
We'll have to take a picture. Find the real Freddy.
I love
That's
all the
funny.
compliments today. This one chopped up her jeans. Did you know that she had tats?
Yeah.
You did?
Crazy.
Aren't they nice though?
Did you know? No, right?
You should see the one on her back. It's beautiful.
I'm looking at the ones on her arm. I'm like, are
They're
those like
beautiful.
stick-ons? You would just stick those
We can
on?
we can try to get it off. It's not gonna come
I'm
off.
impressed. She has tats like you.
Wow.
You get a new one?
The one on Josh's sleeve is really nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
I'm just waiting to get money, then I'll get
Real.
splattered.
I'm gonna bring in an intern tattoo artist, and he needs specimens to work
Well,
on.
maybe Monday for my birthday we can go get a tattoo while we're at the beach.
I only have 3 if I'm
That'd be
At the
kinda-
beach?
Well, while we're at the beach, we can find a tattoo place.
Well, I could tell you, we could go to Fort Lauderdale. I'll tell you where
But that's
there's
nowhere
one.
near where we're going.
Well, there's a beach is a beach. The water is water.
No,
The
but her
beach there?
Her beach has a bathroom and a party room.
A
and
house.
A house
building.
with the beach. Yeah. Monday.
I could
beach
dig you a
time.
hole. So what I want to do? Remember when you went on the beach and you bury people in the sand
You're not allowed to do
and you
that
leave
anymore.
the head? No, you leave the head out.
You know,
See,
You're
if
not
it
allowed
was
to do
me,
that. Kids
it
were
was
dying
me.
doing
If
that.
it was people I don't like, I'd take them down the low tide, bury them up to their neck, and go, see ya.
Oh my
It's a
gosh, that's
movie.
murder.
No,
It's a
joking.
movie.
Kidding.
That was a movie. That was from.
We got some things to announce.
Oh yeah, that's official, right?
It's official. So March 30th, we're having. It started out as a celebration of Women's Day. Then it became a health, beauty, fitness fest of more than just women. So now it's for everybody. It's a family fun day with an exotic car show, bounce house, booty bar camp, yoga with puppies, self-defense, and proceeds go back to benefit the Aunt Media Futures Foundation. So that is so gracious of Loli to put this together. And she was looking for a foundation to give back
Did
to.
you send her the logo?
I sent her everything. Actually, Michaela's going to rework the flyer today because it's going to go to print today.
Yeah, it's
So
got to
she's
be done
going to go
early.
work the flyer with the logo.
But I got a question to ask you. So if I wanted to go see the cars, because I ain't doing that booty stuff, and I ain't got no dog. If I just wanted to see the cars, can I do that? Do I
Sure.
have to, do I have to pay to do that?
I
How's
think
it
you only have to
working?
pay to go inside, although it all benefits good causes.
So I can make a donation.
you can
for
absolutely make
watching
a
the cars and
donation.
stuff?
Absolutely.
All right.
A lot
Just
of
wanted to
a
know.
lot of good things like swag bags, live music and DJ, self defense. I'm all in for the booty camp at 11 a.m. If you're in.
What
with
day
me.
is it?
It is on Sunday, March 30th.
So
I'm all for that.
Jay,
puppy
Mr.
yoga.
Jay Harmon, we got
Sunday, March
something
30th.
The 30th.
How much is it?
30th.
It's $50 for a ticket. It is 11 a.m. booty camp,
You're
10
doing the
a.m.
booty
yoga
camp?
with puppies, and self defense is at 12.
Yeah,
It's
I got
off of
work.
Gateway and Federal Highway.
I've got work from about 9 till about 2.
Because you'll be there when it's
Yeah, it
over.
won't make it for you. I
So
don't think.
$50 includes everything you just
Everything.
listed.
You can take 3 classes. You can see the cars. You can get a swag bag, a
Where is it?
raffle. It's off of Gateway and Federal Highway
That's
in Boynton
probably where I
Beach.
live. But
1550
but if
North
I just
Federal
want
Highway.
to do the cars, can I do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Of course, no. I think you should do the booty boot camp.
I got
I'm
no
doing,
booty to
I'm doing
camp.
booty boot camp at 11 a.m.
You have to
I-
make a booty to
need,
camp.
You need the beauty camp.
And
Attend
I
the beauty
think
camp.
The booty camp.
I think
You
Sarah
gonna
should
do
do
it?
yoga with puppies.
Are you
do-
coming down? Don't
Maybe
be
I
pointing your
could.
finger if you ain't coming down.
I'll do all of it. It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
You can't do all of it. You
March
why You
30th.
always got to go in the deep end of the pool.
What do you mean? I do all of that all the time.
You do? You have a dog?
What?
I think the
I have 2
self-defense
dogs.
class is kind of cool too.
Yeah. I used to do boxing. I do yoga.
I don't know if I can go right from booty camp to self-defense. We can try. At my ripe old age, we'll see if I make it through both
I'm
classes,
gonna
but we'll
be-
see what happens.
I'm gonna
You
have
got that
me a
done.
tequila,
I'll be there to
sunrise,
support
and
you.
cars.
2 hours of workout. I haven't quite done that in a while, but it could
There's
be
gonna be
fun.
what, 20 cars? She said.
They've got a lot of great cars, and proceeds of the cars always goes back to support Trilogy. And Trilogy is a program they have that supports kids to keep them off the streets and work out and fitness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a good-
awesome.
it's a good
it
cause.
enables 20 kids or more, whoever wants to participate in this, to head over to the gym 3 days a week at 5:30 and do fitness classes, which keeps everyone
great.
safe and
Healthy.
moving and healthy. And that's what the proceeds of the car donations are going to go to these kids. So
I
a
love
lot of
that.
great causes.
So our block party, can we get the cars down here?
We may have to move the block party if we do that because we won't have room for cars.
For
and-
actual cars
and
that come to the
Yeah.
party.
cars and cars and cars.
So why don't we just transfer all of this to another venue? Honestly, at this point, we keep expanding it.
It's getting
We have
bigger
no
and bigger.
room.
We're
I
gonna
mean, the
have
bigger
to-
the better, but
We're gonna have to come up with a plan. Well, I told you guys. You know what it is? The first one was so successful. Now you're worried that it's too big.
I'm not worried about anything.
Well, then let's just do it.
Then let's just do it.
Let's just do it. In the parking lot, I thought I had, the person doesn't work there anymore. So literally, I'm going to send Brianna over and knock on their door and say, "Can we use your parking lot?" We're gonna have Sunny stop
Unless we move
also.
venues.
Sunny, stop. You know.
We can ask them too because they own that property, so they're not even renting. So we can ask them as well.
There's
So a
only-
lot of good stuff. But right now, today is all about you.
No.
All about you,
Today is
girl.
all about you
On your 16th birthday.
and
It's a good
Freddie
thing she don't sing.
and all kinds of good stuff.
No, no good
All right, who has a favorite Freddie?
Oh,
Freddyism.
come on! I knew you were gonna do
A
this.
Freddyism.
Freddie
Nobody.
A Freddyism.
You know, as much as it bothers me, your toe obsession is really my favorite thing about you. I was actually going to get a painting of toes and give it to you for your birthday.
I got a story for you.
Do you?
I
I'm
went
worried
to
now.
I went to have a pedicure on Saturday.
Again? Okay.
On Saturday.
Okay.
And
You have
the
a
second
picture?
one. Second one. Yeah, I know. No. But I went to have a pedicure, and they were talking back and forth. There was two ladies, and they were sitting next to me on the right, and my lady says, "Congratulations." I said, "What's wrong?"
Oh, geez.
She
God.
says, "You have beautiful baby feet."
Not the accent.
I said, "I have baby,
Baby feet.
She says, "These are the most beautiful baby feet I've ever worked on." I said, "Really? How long have you been doing this?" 27 years.
Wow, what a
I said-
compliment.
I said, "What?" She said, she says to Linda, "This man, he take care of her feet." I guess she was like, "You don't." But these toes are remarkable. Remarkable. Then
Why-
she goes over the
How are
the owner.
toes remarkable? I'm
What do you do
confused.
to
What
your
is she
feet?
looking at
What's
to
your
be
foot
like,
regimen?
I take care of my feet. What
he
did
gets
I tell
pedicures
you?
every month?
Jay, you have a foot regimen too? You have a foot regimen? You want to go for a pedicure with Freddie?
I
Jay,
want
come
to
with me.
get a pedicure with you.
A Freddie cure.
I'll let you know. My
Let
next
me know when your
appointment
next
is
one
next
is.
month.
Okay.
Come.
Jay's in. He's going to do
If
I
it.
gotta-
Freddie can do it, I can do it.
I'm going to make a whole vlog. My day with Freddie getting pedicures.
Well, you should get petty and mani. I don't get the mani.
Well, I have my nails scheduled with another place. I trust anyone with a pedicure. I don't trust anyone with my nails.
Yeah, I saw that's like this big thing because you got to bring your own tools and all that. What, do people get fungus in their feet and their hands?
Oh yeah,
and
lots of
stuff?
places, lots of nail salons don't clean
not
well.
clean, right?
They're not sanitizing their stuff well.
And I asked her about this. She said, "Oh no, you don't have to
A
worry
Freddie
about
cure.
nothing.
We can do a whole Freddie like dictionary, an urban dictionary of Freddie.
Feet are very importante."
I was actually gonna go out and buy like a gift card for Freddie.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm sure there's stuff you wanted to buy on
Stop spending your money. This is gonna be. I'm gonna have a shirt made up in your size. It says, "Stop spending money." This guy, all he does is buy people
When
things.
did you come into these ideas in your Freddyisms of stop spending money? Is it a grandpa thing? Because I guarantee you, when you were their age, that did not come into your vocabulary.
No.
So, what point do you say that?
Because Michael tells me that he works very hard for the money he gets. And then he puts all over the place. We're going here, we're going there. He invites 400 people. Next thing I know, he's buying $200 gifts. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
He's a giving guy.
Too much giving.
I never got to ask Alyssa Deeb about that yesterday because she works with feminine energy and talking about how we're really in a male-centered society now.
Oh, this was right up your alley, there,
So,
big boy.
we're in a male-centered society, and it's
kept
about
saying
work,
your name.
work, and there's no work-life balance. So, in getting back in touch with your feminine side of being softer, and I can't tell you I agree with all of this.
What
because
women
why
are
we
softer?
so
What are we
soft?
talking about? What are you, jelly?
And accepting and more passive.
You buying into
Instead
this?
of, like,
you buying into this?
Always work.
You do?
So,
I think there's
I
like
don't
a
know.
balance that you can have between male and female.
don't you think men can be passive and softer and accepting and kind like you?
No, I think it should be both. Yeah, like
Right, there
50,
should be a
50, 50. A
balance.
little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's like the perfect combination.
I
of,
ain't that.
There's no feminine side to you. You are. You're very
Freddie, you're
nice.
soft, but not in a bad way.
In a nice way.
In a, no,
He-
in like
he's-
in like the
he's-
way that a
he's
man
nice
should
in,
be.
like,
In a-
Josh
grandpa
is
way.
soft.
and that's
Josh
good.
is soft.
That's
He's
good,
soft.
though.
This is silly putty over here.
Josh has less patience than you do, though.
Josh has no patience.
Or that.
And now
I'll
they're,
do that.
I'm gonna tell you something. They're knocking on the door.
That might
This
be
is
the
the
lady
biggest-
from Orlando.
Okay, well,
She took a train in for your birthday. It's Dr. Schaub.
Dr. Schaub, how are you?
She took the train in for your birthday. Got to
How-
get her a hat. Dressed like Freddy Day. we had a whole table full of hats for people.
Give her this one.
We're good.
You have party hats too.
So yes, you are kind of like the soft. You're softer than most.
You just,
guys.
you're hunting. You're
Well,
hunting.
the way
I
I
love
put
it
it
when you
is-
hunt. I love
No,
it when you
Freddy's
hunt.
like
No,
a
you really
cookie.
are.
He's tough on the outside and
Right.
soft on the inside.
A perfectly baked cookie.
like a Fig
There you
Newton.
go.
You're like a Fig Newton.
Fig
You put him
Newton.
up to this?
I just showed up.
Do people eat? Wait, do people
That's
eat fig Newtons?
amazing in itself.
What's a fig Newton though?
What's
It's
a
like-
Fig
Oh,
Newton?
it's a
Squishy in the
cookie.
middle.
Yeah.
Like what is
Tough
it?
on the outside. It's
Well,
a
it's
fig.
like a
cookie
granola
with,
bar,
fig,
kinda.
fig filling inside.
It's a
Yeah.
fig.
So it's a granola bar, not a
It's
cookie.
soft
Pretty
on
It's
the
like a soft
outside,
one, yeah.
and then
You never
kinda-
had a fig?
No, I
Newton?
don't.
and then like a jelly on the inside.
Can somebody
Um,
buy this woman a fig Newton?
I don't know if I want to
Make
try a
them?
fig Newton.
They
I've
Yes,
used to eat
it's
them for
good.
years as a kid.
I don't like them.
That's how you know when you're growing up, when you actually like the Fig Newtons. Because as a kid, that's like the worst cookie
Oh, I
ever.
loved them as a kid.
You did?
With
I
a,
loved lima beans as a kid.
with a glass of milk.
Do you know that lima beans are the bean that's inside an edamame?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
had
know
no
you found that
idea.
out the other day when
You knew
she
that?
came, and you were
I
like,
had no
"What?"
idea. I'm like an edamame, and then there's a lima bean. I didn't realize they were one and the
You
same.
thought it was a green pea.
That's
That's like the before lima bean becomes lima bean.
no idea.
It's like pregnant lima bean.
So why is it called edamame? They could be called
I
like
will never
lima
eat
beans,
that again. That vision.
Ooh, I don't know how you sit like this. My leg's getting numb.
Right? I know my ankle's a little.
My knee's like
Because
contorting.
you gotta hit the knee.
You gotta hit the
Gotta
knee.
put
Oh,
it in the,
I gotta, like,
hit the
really get
ankle,
out
gotta
there.
Hit the knee to the
I gotta
ankle.
get out there.
Gotta
Okay.
hit it the right way.
All right,
Nice.
so what other craziness do you want to know?
Nothing. I'm all good. I'm Michaela. What's your favorite Freddyism?
I don't even know.
Push button. The nickname.
Yeah,
should be.
push button's pretty good.
Every time
Yeah, I
I
love
come
the
in
big
here,
thing.
she's sitting in the corner,
Pushing buttons.
and I look, and she's like this.
She comes in. She goes, "What am I gonna do today?" I'm like, "Wow, it's only 9:00 in the morning."
Well, she's gonna work on the banner, you said. Right?
She's gonna work on this banner. And Brianna was texting us at 7:00 in the morning.
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Everyone's working hard.
What is it? G-Man changed my name. Now I'm something else.
Fredward.
Hey, what the hell is
Didn't
that?
you guys create that on the King from Shrek?
Fred.
No, that's,
Yeah.
Oh, that's Lord
Farquaad.
Farquaad.
Lord
You guys know
Farquaad.
that, he's,
That's on the
that
board
the
somewhere.
character is actually based on Michael Eisner.
Who the hell is that?
From Disney?
Yeah, the guy that ran Disney during the 80s and 90s because Jeffrey Katzenberg actually worked with them and the two of them did not like each other, so that was Katzenberg getting back at Eisner.
You know, I want to dress up as Lord Farquaad for Halloween.
You should.
I feel like I could really pull him off.
Yeah.
I feel you could
You
really
got the
pull it
face.
off.
You
Thank
want to
you.
be who?
Thank you. Huh? Lord Farquaad. The Shrek.
The short.
I have dressed
Like,
up
can
as
we pull
Puss in
that up?
Boots before.
Can we pull that up
You
and put him on the
totally
screen?
could.
I can always do
Puss in
Shrek
Yeah.
if you guys want me to.
Hold on.
We should have a
You look really
Shrek
good in
themed
the
day.
hat, Sarah.
You're gonna be Shrek.
Thank you.
Guys, for my birthday, can it be Shrek themed, please?
When's your birthday? Yes.
It's a long ways from now, September
Okay. September what?
5th.
Well, we can have a Shrek day. We don't have to wait for your birthday, but we could do your birthday.
Thank you.
You gonna remember it?
What?
No.
September 5th?
What?
Her birthday.
When?
No.
That's okay.
No?
I'm bad at birthdays.
Don't
I have to
remember
put
it.
every birthday in my calendar, otherwise
We'll
I
put
won't
it on the
remember
board. Spray painted outside the building.
Today's
September
my
5th.
niece's birthday also.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Happy
The
birthday,
birthday
Raven.
twin.
Everyone's birthday. Your birthday's a busy day.
Wait till yours shows up.
The beautiful
feel
thing
so
about
sorry
mine
for
is that
you.
we're not here to celebrate it. So
We
it's all
are.
good.
Monday.
We're not here Monday.
Where are we?
We're going to Brianna's house.
Because we're celebrating your birthday.
Because we're celebrating your birthday, Einstein.
Yes. But no cameras, no
Oh,
nothing.
no. You are all invited. I'm going to have an address, a Hotmail, everybody. I want 500 people on
We're
the
going to put it on Craigslist.
Speaking of Craigslist and Marketplace, everything
That's
we
the
were taught
name.
as children was not to talk to strangers. Don't invite strangers into your house. Now, all we do is talk to strangers on social media, sell our things, and say, please come into my house and steal the rest of it.
No.
Like, what has changed?
We're not meeting up at people's houses. If I'm buying something for someone online,
You meet
it's
at a public
meetup thing-
place.
Yeah, meet at like a
What if it's
Parking
a
lot.
couch?
McDonald's parking lot.
Oh, you
What
bring
if
the
it's a
couch
couch?
to the two Publix.
I don't know. I
Really?
haven't bought a couch
So
yet.
apparently, there are police areas at the police station where you can exchange and sell
That's
goods
smart.
in safe areas. Did you know
It's
this?
always been there, yeah.
I did not realize
Nobody
that.
knows about it, though.
And every time, too, like, when my dad has sold things or, like, my friends, they bring something with them to protect themselves just in case, even at a public place. You can't trust these people.
So when
Crazy.
I moved out of Beaucaire, I sold all the furniture to a church. So this guy comes. So I took Baxton and G-Man with me.
Yes.
And they were standing at the door like two goons because I didn't know what was coming. And this big van shows up with like 4 guys. I says, I think I don't have enough guys.
They
They're
come
gonna
outnumbered.
rob me. They're gonna take everything.
Yeah.
When did we go to Goodfellas?
It's a
I'm
good
gonna
movie.
tell you. G-Man will tell you about it. He
lot of
says,
good stuff.
and Baxton was like, hey, would you like to come in? I'll make you some lemonade. I'm like, what?
Have you heard from Baxton yet today?
No, I haven't.
I don't know.
I'm about to
We
call
have to
him.
put a post out on social media. Make sure everybody calls
Don't ask
in.
me if I heard from Baxton. Ask the big boy over there.
Have
Heard
you
from
spoken
Baxton?
to him? I wonder what he's up to. I don't know. All right, you've sent news over?
Yes,
No.
there's news.
Oh.
Is
You
it?
sent news over.
I say that.
You said something for the midday.
It's the sports section.
For the
Freddie
Send
midday.
it
sent
right
it or Dawn?
It's all right. Let's take a commercial break. We'll say hi to Dr. Schaub. You gonna open your birthday
Are
present?
you gonna play the soundboard?
Oh
like you
my
did yesterday?
goodness. That's so unfortunate. You did.
She looks good in a
I
hat.
just didn't see it.
See?
They blended together.
I think the hat is a little bit tighter on your head.
Oh, hold on.
Actually, it's really big. Like, it can go over my ears.
I'm gonna tell you, you
I
guys
didn't
actually,
We should over-
you guys actually look good in hats. I think what we should do is every time
Hat
we
day.
get a new recruit in here, they get their own hat.
Look, you really can't tell the difference between me and you now anymore. Look at the screen.
I know, I see it over
It's
there.
kind of scary, isn't it? You wouldn't even know. I could be you, and then we
Why
know the
would
difference.
anybody want to be me?
You're kind of a cool guy.
You're out of your freaking mind. I gotta tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't have heels on today, so I'm saying, Dawn, where are you? Oh, there you go. You're like close to the floor.
Wait, you see my booster seat's coming out today. My feet may not touch the chair. I'm not quite sure.
It's 5-inch cushion.
6. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come. This isn't too bad, actually. We'll be right back.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Josh is attacking the.
Oh!
What is the matter?
I'm trying to get up.
I'm falling and I can't get
You're
up.
welcome to stay. Look at that. That's his cafe tattoo. Did you notice that? Yeah, for real.
Oh, I didn't know that. How cute
That's
is
his
that?
cafe tattoo. Jay, how's the coffee?
The coffee is delicious.
All right.
You made it?
I made it.
This is almost.
Almost
I
as
won't
good
say
as Freddy's?
because- But it's almost as good.
I
as,
don't have as heavy a
Freddy's
hand as you do on it. but
That's the problem.
I know.
You need a heavy hand.
I know, but it's only 10:07 in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Jay says it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Now, the other exciting news, did you see people walk in yesterday for the statue?
I know.
People came.
People drove from Fort Lauderdale to see the Blessed Mother statue.
And they were calling me since 11
Why?
o'clock, and I didn't know what the hell the calls were all about. And two guys came in here. They apparently are going to come down in a group from the church that statue was in, and they want to see the statue. And they come and they touch her
That's
and they
because
pray.
you invited 5,000 members of the church
How you like me now?
yesterday to
Yes, I
come
did.
down and see
But what's
the
so
statue.
special about this statue in particular when there's other statues just like it?
That statue is 45 years old.
Okay.
And apparently people went to it when they were sick and needed guidance and everything else. It was in.
How did it get here?
So that statue was at the Apparition Center in Hollywood, Florida. And this woman, Rosa, she would get apparitions from the Virgin Mary on the 13th of every month, and she would deliver the messages to the masses
Like the Pope does.
down in Hollywood. And Frank was one of her volunteers, and that's how he got the gift of anointment, because he would help at the center. And then she passed away, and all of her belongings were sent to storage or other churches, and she was in a storage warehouse. And we were blessed and gifted. There's another Freddy to receive her.
What's the Freddy?
Another one.
And we received her on the 13th of October,
Huh,
which is kind of
interesting.
crazy because that is
The every day she would get the message.
Well, there were two churches that wanted her, and Frank came in here to do a show with us on a midday. So I looked at him and says, "I want her here." And he says, "Well, there's two churches. I don't care. Whatever you got to do, I will be there tomorrow at 7 o'clock to pick her up before anybody knows anything." But she was in a warehouse somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And Gato and G-Man came and showed up, and we went in Gato's truck.
Nice.
And when we got there, we couldn't move that statue. That
She's
statue weighs
550 pounds.
more than that.
Wait,
maybe 600
actually?
pounds.
Actually.
I probably could lift it.
I thought she was hollow.
No,
Oh,
she's
no,
solid.
no. She's solid as a rock.
And she moves.
I
It
guess
took-
I just don't pay
Does she
attention to her.
Yes, she moves.
Yes, that's what I thought.
It took four men to get her off the pedestal and take her to the warehouse. 4 men. So me, Gato, and G-Man go, we couldn't lift her. So Gato says, "Everybody get out of the way." Remember this?
I wasn't there. I couldn't believe you did it, but yes.
He picks her up by himself, puts her in his truck, and we used the blanket to drag her into the truck, and he drove her. When he got here, he says, "Get out of the way." He took it off the truck. He lifted it by himself. So
Wow.
strong Gato is. That's
You
Andrew.
said powerlifter for real.
And me and G-Man, we just looked at each other and said,
For real?
"What?" And they put her in that corner because she ain't moving from there. And now they tell me she moves. What do you mean she moves?
She shifts.
Well, I don't know.
Depending- She shifts.
I don't know about that. Maybe it's the trucks or something that move.
Oh my gosh, we were at RCCA, and I was talking to one of the administrators there, and she told me there's a bus there of one of the founders, and sometimes she comes to work in the morning and it's flipped around, and she's facing the wall instead of facing out into the hallway. So then someone has to come by and reshift her. Look at Josh. He's like,
It happened.
Given deal. But they sent a lovely email out yesterday thanking us, and they put the video in it, which was really nice. So that went out to everyone on their mailing list, which is really, really great. But it was nice they came up yesterday.
I
They
was
were
shocked.
here
They
for a long
stayed for a
time.
little time, yeah. And they said they're going to come for Frank's show on Thursday. I'm expecting 500 people from the church here. Bring them on.
Just have a line.
To like
Just to see
cram
the
in
Virgin
here?
Mary.
I'm
Oh,
going to
just
tell
to
you,
see her? Okay.
when I was a kid, I was 8 years old, in the Bronx, there was somebody whose bathroom, the glass, it's like frosted.
Yeah.
And in the glass, there was the face of Jesus. And word got out, and my mother and my brother, and we all go down there. And this line went around for 10 blocks. And I said,
Crazy.
"What the hell is this?" just to take a look at this, right? So my mother says, okay, Harry, get on the line. And my brother got on the line. He was on the line for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I got to see this face of Jesus on this glass. And it was a pain. And you looked up and you could see his face. I was like, are you kidding me? And then that was it. For 2 hours and 20 minutes, I got a 5-second
Did you
look.
pay them to go in?
No.
So they just open their house?
Yes.
I'm thinking it could be a money maker.
No.
It could be.
It could be a thing.
But is that unethical?
No, there was no money exchange. It was free. But it was freaky. So it made the Daily News, the newspaper.
Interesting.
Which made it worse. And then one day they woke up.
It was gone.
And it was gone.
So here's my question.
You guys have heard of the Spear of Long Inus, right?
No.
It's also known as the Spear of Destiny. Supposedly, it's the spear that pierced the side of Christ in
Yes.
the crucifixion.
Oh.
Well,
There was a movie based on this.
yeah, exactly. There's actually you've actually seen it in the movie Constantine and Hellboy.
That's right.
But that's very based on a version that's been
Good morning.
missing in Vienna since World War II.
Well,
I'm really into the weird and the bizarre, among other things. So that's why I researched it.
All right, so if you had something like that, some in your glass or your shower, the Virgin Mary or Jesus
Gotta
or
share it.
Moses, would you share it?
Yeah.
Or would you keep it to yourself for fear
No.
people think, not for fear, but thinking people think you're crazy?
Well, I thought I was
And
crazy.
one man's crazy is another man's prophet, right?
So would you share it? Well, it's free.
Yeah.
Like, have people, like,
Come to
in
your
that
house and walk through
circumstance
your
come to my
bathroom.
house?
Right.
I would share it, but I'm not sure if I'd have people in my house.
I would.
Like, I would share the story. I would tell the story.
Well, I got
take a
a
picture
better
of it,
example.
share
Not
it
your house.
online, but I'm
What
sure
if you
not
walked in here one day and the statue was crying blood tears, like there was blood
I've seen
coming out
that
of her
too.
eyes?
I've seen that kind of stuff before
Josh
too.
is out.
No.
Can't spit it on the ground. That's
Well,
a,
have you
that's a
guys ever
miracle.
heard of stigmata?
I would freak out.
Stigmata. Would you?
That's basically where you bleed
What would
from
you
your
do if you walk
forehead,
in and you
palms,
saw
and
that?
ankles without
I'd
any
probably
physical wounds.
run out, and then I would probably
Why
call
would you run out?
Because
Scary.
what the heck is happening right now? Am I seeing things? Am I hallucinating? Am I dead?
If the statue is blessed, there's all sorts of things. That statue could end up over here one day. What are you gonna run out?
I would definitely walk away from the situation.
Because you opened.
And I would take a second to be like, okay, what did I just witness? Now let me go peek again, and then I'd probably call you or Dawn.
Yeah.
Like, guys, the statue moved, the statue's bleeding, the whatever.
It would freak you out.
A little bit, for sure.
Freak you out?
Yeah.
It's those things are freaky.
You're gonna fight a statue? What is wrong
Yeah,
with
he's
you?
gonna win.
That's a miracle.
It'd be amazing and like the most craziest, awesomest thing to see, but
I would call them
freaky.
news. That's a miracle.
All right, so if you had something in your bathroom like this lady did,
Yeah.
would you share it?
Absolutely.
What would you say? Come over, I've got a vision
Call the
of
Daily
Jesus
News
or,
and bring
or Moses.
everybody.
You would. Interesting.
You wouldn't.
I don't know.
You can't. You don't share. You don't share.
I would
nothing.
share, but I've had that situation, and I think, like, what should I tell people, or would they think I was crazy?
Yeah.
Well, what about have anybody ever had prophetic dreams?
No.
No, that's different though. That's more personal. I'm talking about something you can see.
It's like the Rorsch ink block test,
Yeah.
right? And you look at it, and do you see a butterfly? Do you see things popping out at you? It's kind of the same thing when you have visions in your tile or your glass. What people think.
Wow.
Listen, I think we've got angels on the floor in the bathroom here, and I haven't shared it with anyone. So, should we tell people that I see angels on the floor?
Well, they got to be able to see it and feel it or taste it.
Well, yeah, the
because
people who are gonna think you're crazy are the ones who
Can't see
don't
it.
believe it or
Can't
don't have
see
that
it.
faith.
They
But the
don't
people who
believe what they
do,
wanna believe.
then
So
they're gonna
come
be
in,
like,
I'll show
"That's
you the
amazing."
bathroom tile. I'll show you what I see.
I want to
Yeah,
see.
but you see, you're gonna tell them what you see.
Have you seen it?
I was gonna say an angel brought me to you guys,
Oh.
and there's angels here among us because we all have a connection to each other. And happy birthday, happy birthday.
Thank you, Freddy.
Karen's going to be my savior today.
Yeah,
Because there may or may not be people coming.
but I do feel like
What?
when you lose somebody you love, or you know you have a more higher connection to the heavenly realm. Than
But if you had something in your bathroom or your bedroom that looked like Jesus or the Virgin Mary, would you tell people?
No.
You would keep it. Sarah, would you tell people?
I would probably not really. I'd be like, oh, I'm just being, like, silly. I'm just, like, imagining things in my head again, you know.
Jay, would you?
I don't know if I would really advertise it. I think it would be a thing if people wanted, really were spiritual and they wanted to experience it. That would be that. But I don't think I'd put it out on public media that it was a.
Oh, the only way to get the word out is by putting it out
I
there.
think it's always in bathrooms, though. Why is that?
I don't know. I don't
needs
remember
to be
this story. It
clean.
just came to me.
I think it's always like in bathrooms.
There was a.
Even Josh agrees. Right? You got visions in your bathroom?
Visions in your bathroom?
Yeah, but
He's
you have
tweaking
to-
in his bathroom all the time.
Imagine your visions in the bathroom.
Is that a
right?
thing, tweaking?
Yeah.
Is that what he does? You tweak? You're a tweaker.
That's funny.
I'm afraid to ask
We're
what
gonna
that
title
means.
today's
Listen,
morning
the
show,
tweaker.
Visions in your bathroom.
So Dominic Mercado
Do you
is.
tweak in your bathroom?
Tweak in your bathroom.
Dominic Mercado is my confirmation godfather. I guess back in
Yeah.
the day you had a godfather when you did your confirmation. They don't do that anymore. And Dominic sent me a message, happy birthday, what have you. Now, Dominic took me and my brother and the gang out to a beach, Orchard Beach in the Bronx one day. And they were walking through the vines, the marshlands, where there's like the gator things you got out here.
Yeah, the wetlands.
And we found something on a tree, on a vine, that was a crucifix made of weed, of
Oh.
what did they do that
Pine?
palm, like a palm,
Yeah.
Palm Sunday thing?
Yeah.
And in the crucifix there was a black bag.
I saw
That
the movie.
somebody did some voodoo to it because it was pins and all sorts of stuff. So, Dominic, if you call, you can verify the story because I was standing right next to you when it happened. And Dominic says, somebody get a match because somebody's put this to curse somebody. And we tried to burn it, it wouldn't burn.
Mm.
So Dominic took the vine without touching it and he buried it in the ground. And that was one of the freakiest
Freaky.
things that ever happened in
Wow.
my life.
And
I've
with
seen
that
some
freaky
things.
thing,
I'm gonna
you've
tell
seen-
you
you've
something.
Seen you've seen like that nun that came to your house that had passed away hundreds of years ago.
She was
What?
she was in the church.
Share that
It was a
story
picture.
with Karen.
I get a knock on the
Sarah.
door, and this lady comes in. I didn't go to work that day, and she was a nun. And she says, this used to be where the nuns used to live. I said, oh, how are you? She says, can I come in? I showed her around, and she leaves. So that Sunday, I went to church, and I see the priest, and I says, I'm looking for a nun, so-and-so. And he said, we don't have a nun like that. And I says, yeah, she was in my house during the week. And I described it to her, and he brings me over to a wall of these old pictures, like churches and stuff. And he says, are you talking about her? I go, yeah, she died about 40 years ago.
No freaking way.
I said, well, she's alive and walking. And he says, you saw a miracle. This is why if you see a miracle, you don't run, you enhance it. You may be the only person to ever see that miracle because by the time somebody else comes, it may be gone.
No, for sure.
So you can't run.
So, is paranormal activity real?
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Don't mess with what we don't have an answer to because, yes.
Well, my philosophy
be.
on that is until it's been definitively disproven, don't discount it. So I never leave any, I always keep an open mind to all the stuff that we can't explain.
Yeah, and a lot of the times the human mind can't comprehend a lot of things, so we try to comprehend it and understand it, and when we can't, we like to say it doesn't exist. So we just have to understand that there are things out there in this world that we'll never be able to comprehend, never understand, but we still have faith
That's why,
that
for
it does
example, I
exist.
love the Japanese horror films because their belief on the supernatural is vastly different than us here in the West. To us here, we're all rational, stuff like that. To them, that's part of their culture.
It's trying to put logic to the illogical.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make sense of something you're not supposed to make sense. That's why they call it fate.
Exactly.
If you have faith and you believe, anything can happen.
After all the lessons life has taught me, I stopped questioning why.
Yep.
There's no.
You just got to take the lesson and
point
learn from
in
it. Yeah.
You just gotta ride the roller coaster of life and feel the emotions, go along with it, make it back home to heaven.
One day we were on stage speaking and sharing your story and inspiring others, you'll look back and say, now I understand that I am blessed.
Yeah. It comes to you when you least expect it.
I met you guys 3 years ago, so
That's
it's
it?
Remember,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but I feel like you're my family forever. Like we have a old soul connection, and you know, it's for the younger ones. Life is what you make of it, what you dream, what you put your effort into. Like Jay has all his paintings, you know, with his art, and you guys are gonna be producing movies and, you know, doing your filmography stuff. So
Everything happens for a reason.
Well, it's like what Doc Brown says at the end of Back to the Future Part 3. The future hasn't been written. No one's has. The future is whatever you make of it.
Except Freddy thinks it's been written and we're just catching up.
You're just reading it.
I definitely think
open
it's
your
been
present?
written.
Sure.
All right, and then we'll wrap it up and go chit-chat with Dr. Schaub with Gen X. The green one's yours. The purple one we save for next week.
What is the purple one?
Mine.
Yours?
That's funny.
Actually, I came out, and it's from Laura. I for a split second, I got a little nervous.
I thought it was going to be a dildo, yeah. She's
I
capable
saw
of
the
giving me a
silver thing come
dildo.
out of the top for a split second. I'm like, oh no, maybe we should
how
have looked
cute is
at
that?
it. That's really cute.
What does it do? I wonder.
Probably
Plug it in.
wiggles, because it has a
Look
button.
at that. That's awesome.
Aww.
We're gonna put this in the
Dancing
lobby.
microphone.
We'll put this in the lobby.
Oh, he has a little.
He's got a guitar. Oh, how cute is that?
That is so cute.
Oh, he's got a guitar.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Happy
She's a, she always gives me the best gifts. The best. Sometimes it's a blanket that vibrates.
Here you go.
What?
She's
A blanket that vibrates.
she is hilarious. All right, ready to wrap this up? We got lots of things to do today.
And this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my
We
life.
got to plug it in and watch it
I'm
dance.
so curious.
So am I.
And
But
we
the
ha-
legs seem too loose to dance. Like, how is it going to stand?
I don't know. I'll wrap that. Well, I gotta put this on the
we
computer.
got to plug it in.
He's gotta go on the computer.
And there's an on-off switch. All right, we're going to figure that
So
out.
we'll figure it out.
All right, more to come. If you want to stop by, wish Freddie a happy birthday, come on over. You can call into the midday show, 888-994-4995, Studio A. If you want to VMix in, which means so we can video see you, we can give you that number as well. But it is Dressed Like Freddie Day, so come on over, put on your best hat, your best pair of khakis, jeans, and some
Vests.
shorts. I don't
Keys
know.
on the side.
And keys.
Keys.
Pants. Whole lot of fun. All right, have a great morning. We'll see you midday.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.